Good morning, friends. So this is for folk at Caldwell First Methodist Church. We go back to in-person worship on Sunday, which is an awesome celebration. But there are all kinds of different feelings about that, and I wanted to make this video to explore some of those things, perhaps so that we can just understand each other a little differently and a little bit better in terms of approaching tomorrow morning. So I know there's some different thoughts about us opening again. For some of you're just fine. You can't wait to get back to worship. You're fine with the guidelines that are in place. You'll do whatever it takes, and that sits well with you. I know for others, some of you have strong disagreements about these guidelines that we're being asked to follow. Even up to the degree that some people feel like it's the government trying to control us. But then please remember there are people on the other hand who are in a place where they feel like we're not doing enough to keep people safe, that the guidelines should be stronger. So we have that variation in our community, but we have that within our church as well. So again, please be mindful of each other and be aware people view this in a different way. Then there's some of you who know that you can't come back. You know your situation is not good and it wouldn't be wise for you to come back. And there's some struggles with that. I know some are feeling guilty about that, about not being able to come back. It's a very, very difficult decision to make, but there's no shame in having to stay at home. It's taking care of your safety and other people's safety, and we will pray for you and pray that you continue to find blessings as the service will be streamed and then recorded and played back later that morning or early afternoon. So, yes, these are difficult decisions. We are on difficult approaches to this because our opinions vary so much. But what I would want us to focus on is the worship that we get to do tomorrow, is the sense of being community, even though we're not going to be able to, or we're not supposed to hug and greet and visit. That's going to feel kind of awkward. I realize that. But these are steps, and we'll step into those and step towards a stronger position in being a church together. What I would like to ask you as a pastor is please be patient. You have been already, and thank you for that. But there will be some hiccups tomorrow, I'm sure. We need 2 weeks just to kind of be familiar with the new normal. That would be a blessing if you would give that courtesy. So I want to focus on the positive. I want to focus on the joy of being back together, even though it feels a little awkward. One other thing, communion. So we will not celebrate communion tomorrow. It's our first opening day. We want to be able to focus in on that. Communion will be June 14th. Some have expressed concern about us sharing communion. Communion will not be done in the way that we used to do it. We won't be down at the kneelers for second service. We won't be sharing as you come by and get the bread and the cup. You will get a pre-packaged cup at the door. You'll pick your own up. You'll sit with that in your seat, and then when the time comes for communion, you'll open your own cup. We'll share communion together, and then you'll dispose of that cup on the way out. So communion, we're practicing in the most hygienic way possible, the safest way possible, and that will be June 14th. Oh, and remember, tomorrow, second service is in the sanctuary, first service is in the gym. Just know that when you arrive. How about we have a prayer? God, we approach a very different kind of worship. We've been in different worship for 3 months, and now this is different again. Help us to focus in on you. Yes, we have divided opinions about this, and some of those are pretty strong, but we really want to try and focus in on you. Help us to move beyond the awkward. Help us to move beyond the abnormal, to be able to be a community that together expresses our joy of having you in our lives. Amen. Friends, God bless. Really looking forward to seeing you tomorrow. For those of you who can't make it, I'll still see you. It'll just be on this little thing. Love you lots. Bye.